What was the word for telephone?
Τηλέφωνο.
Telefono, good. Or to telefono. And we have the accent there on the e, no? Third from the end. Telefono. But what if you say his telephone?
Το τηλέφωνο του.
Very good. We double the accent, no? To telefono tu. So with these longer nouns, when we have the accent third from the end and we put a possessive word afterwards, we come up again on the end to kind of join it all together. So to telefono tu. Telefono with the omega, with the W, that is O, can also mean to telephone, to make a call. So when you hear telefono with the accent on the end, it might not necessarily be possession, no? To telefono tu with the double accent, or telefono, I call. The face in Greek, the face is to prosopo, to prosopo.
Το πρόσωπο.
This actually might be related, well, in meaning to how you say it in German. No, in German you have
Gesicht.
Gesicht, which is like the thing you see, the first thing you see. And this might be the same idea actually, pro first sopo, the first seen thing from an older version of see. So we have to prosopo, the face. How would you say his face?
Το πρόσωπό του.
To prosopo tu. Good, we come up again on the end. To prosopo tu. Did you see his face?
Είδες το πρόσωπό του.
Did you see his face? Είδες το πρόσωπο του? Did you see my friend's face? Did you see my friend's face?
Είδες το πρόσωπο του φίλου μου.
Very good. Είδες το πρόσωπο του φίλου μου. So here it's not his face, it's my friend's face. So not just with tu, but του φίλου μου. So we don't have to worry about doubling the accent. Το πρόσωπο του φίλου μου. Είδες το πρόσωπο του φίλου μου. So το πρόσωπο is the face. And η προσωπικότητα is the personality. You want to give that a try? Η προσωπικότητα.
Η προσωπικότητα.
Very good. Knowing where you stress, knowing where you come up on the accent also helps with these longer words, no? Προσωπικό, that's when we come up on the ko. Προσωπικότητα. So this means personality. And this tita on the end is actually iti. You will find other words that correspond with iti, with tita on the end. So for example, probability, which is πιθανότητα, or possibility, which is δυνατότητα, like dynamic, δυνατότητα, possibility. So this tita often corresponds to iti. But the most interesting thing about the word personality, prosopikotita, is that it's coming from prosopo. So here, in silence, before we say anything, Greek says something. Greek has an idea, no? That the personality comes from the face. Now, this might be an uncomfortable truth, but if we think about it, it does hold a lot of truth, no? If you think psychologically, when you look in the mirror, the face that you see will feed back into the idea of yourself, you know? It's even possible to see a personality change when you cut your hair. And beyond that, the face that the world sees and the way they treat you will also feed into your personality. So there's some wisdom there in the way these words are formed. How would you say her personality?
Η προσωπικότητά της.
Very good. Η προσωπικότητά της. Because we have the accent on the ko, προσωπικότητα, third from the end, so we come up again to join it all together. Η προσωπικότητά της. The personality of my friend, a feminine friend.
Η προσωπικότητα, η προσωπικότητα της φίλης μου.
Very good. So we don't have to worry about doubling the accent there, no? Η προσωπικότητα της φίλης μου. Προσωπικότητα, what might be the plural of προσωπικότητα?
Προσωπικότητες.
Yes, you can just look back to somewhere where you know it, like mera, meres, and see what happens. Προσωπικότητα, προσωπικότητες. Their personalities, feminine or masculine, it could be either, no?
Οι προσωπικότητες τους.
Οι προσωπικότητες τους. So we've seen how the words to me, to you, μου, σου, etc. are used for possession, no? Το πρόσωπο του, face to him, his face. And we can extend that idea also to say my friend's face, no? For example, το πρόσωπο του φίλου μου. using the same tu, no? And also putting the noun in to him form if it's an OS noun, no? Otherwise we just lose the S, to Andra, to Michali. How would you say their faces? So we want the plural of prosopo.
Τα πρόσωπα, τα πρόσωπα τους.
Ta prosopatus. With tus, if you want to say my friends' faces, the faces of my friends instead of their faces, we have a change here. We use ta prosopa ton philon mu. Τα πρόσωπα των φίλων μου, the faces of my friends.
Τα πρόσωπα των φίλων μου.
And in the same way that tous, for their, works for masculine and feminine, ton philon mu, of my friends, is also for masculine and feminine. Now this is spelled differently to the singular ton, no? This is spelled with the omega, the O that looks like a W. And also philon is spelled in this way with the O that looks like a W. And this works for all genders. So ta prosopa ton philon mu, this can be for male or female friends. The word for brother is adelphos, adelphos.
Αδελφός.
How might sister be?
Αδελφή.
Adelphi. And I should mention that other than adelphos with an L, adelphi, you will also hear and see very commonly ader, like with an R, aderphos, aderphi. How would you say my friend's sister, the sister of my friend, no?
Η αδελφή του φίλου μου.
Good. Η αδελφή του φίλου μου. How would you say my friend's sister in the plural, the sister of my friends?
Η αδελφή των φίλων μου.
Very good. Η αδελφή των φίλων μου. So this on ending to express this idea of possession for the plural works for all genders. So how was the child?
Το παιδί.
Το παιδί. And the children?
Τα παιδιά.
Τα παιδιά. How would you say the faces of the children?
Τα πρόσωπα των παιδιών.
Very good. Τα πρόσωπα των παιδιών. How was the toy or the game? Do you remember?
Το παιχνίδι.
Το παιχνίδι. How would you say their toy?
Το παιχνίδι τους.
Το παιχνίδι τους. No, we don't double any accent here because we have the accent second from the end. So we don't have any accent change. Το παιχνίδι τους. How would you say the toy of the children?
Το παιχνίδι των παιδιών.
Το παιχνίδι των παιδιών. Very good. But just their toy?
Το παιχνίδι τους.
Το παιχνίδι τους. So here in the plural we have a difference, no? Between how we say their and how we say of them, no? Το παιχνίδι τους, το παιχνίδι των παιδιών. How would you say my brother's toy? Now in English, my brother's toy can be the toy of my brother or the toy of my brothers. We don't understand just by that sentence. We need to see the bigger context. But in Greek, we know the difference. So give me first my brother's toy, the singular, the toy of my brother.
Το παιχνίδι του αδελφού μου.
Very good. Το παιχνίδι του αδελφού μου. And the toy of my brothers, in the plural?
Το παιχνίδι των αδελφών μου.
Good. Το παιχνίδι των αδελφών μου. Very good. So on adelphos, adelphi, we already have the accent on the end, no? But if we have a longer word, we will move that accent forward. So for example, what was the word woman for woman?
Γυναίκα.
Γυναίκα. And women?
Γυναίκες.
Γυναίκες. So with longer words, even if they don't have the original accent third from the end, like γυναίκα doesn't, we will see that on pulling the accent on it. So, of the women?
Των γυναικών.
Των γυναικών. How would you say their children? Their children.
Τα παιδιά τους.
Τα παιδιά τους. And the children of the women? The women's children?
Τα παιδιά των γυναικών.
Good. Τα παιδιά των γυναικών. So again, another situation where we need to think about the accent, no? When we're adding this on, if we are adding it to a word with 3 or more syllables, we may see that accent move towards it. Γυναίκα, γυναικών. So for they, no, we have a big difference between their something and the something of them, no? Of my friends, of the women. We don't recycle tous, but we have ton, and we also change the ending of the noun to on for all genders.